Hello, my name is Hannah, and today we are building like a ranch kind of style home for a big family. I managed to fit 3 bedrooms in this house, which is pretty good for me because this style of house, I can like literally never fit enough bedrooms that I want to fit into these houses. And so I got 3 bedrooms, so the parents' bedroom and then 2 kids' bedrooms, which isn't necessarily like a big family, but it's a big family for this kind of house for me, if that makes any sense. But this house is very yellow on the outside. When you look at it, like, for a bit, it's, like, entirely yellow, but then I take and, like, make parts of it, like, white, and so it's a little less yellow. So so most of the outside is yellow, but then the inside, I was, like, just starting building, and then it somehow ended up with white, green, and brown. But the inside I really, really like. I really like the, like, layout and stuff of, like, the inside, and the color scheme is really cool. And so it doesn't match the outside, but the outside is my second favorite part of this area. So, the inside got beat out, the outside got beat out by the inside. But, that's okay, because I usually like the insides of these houses better, but, it's okay. But the floor plan was also kind of easy for this one. I kind of just put some walls down and it like worked the first or second time. It was very easy. And so I like that about like these kind of houses because I can do floor plans and they just work. And it's so much easier, probably because I have more experience with like this kind of like house and doing floor plans for that. But I don't know, probably that, but it also could be like a mixture of like a bunch of stuff. Most of my houses for like most of the time that I've played Sims looked like this because I wasn't doing it for YouTube, and I also didn't, have to not make the same house every day so that, people would see my videos, because I tried that one time. Didn't work very well. Strict schedules of what I post is really not my thing. So I just gotta post what I want, and it seems to work better. So, not really sure, but YouTube likes it better when I don't stick to what I post per thing. Because when I even posted, like, for 4 weeks in a row, I posted, like, cast videos, and YouTube was like, no, you posted this last week. I'm not going to show this to anybody, even though it's like a totally different thing. So it's very strange. It's very strange. I don't even know if that had anything to do with it, but it definitely was very, very strange. And so now I'm just like, okay, Tuesday, this Saturday, Monday, or like whatever my schedule. I don't even know the days I post at this point. But like, I just put it all, and I was like, okay, that's fine. So I just got to make it the most random, and it seems to get to the most people, the like most amount of people, but not really sure. But, that's just what I'm going with right now. And so you'll see the inside. I think it's really cool. And I think the dining area is also really fun because I make it like an office and the dining area. And I put like paintings everywhere. And so like maybe them like parents or like one of the children are like artists or something. Or like the entire family maybe runs of the family. Just all of them artists. That would be pretty cool. And so I had like a painting area and then like the office area just like all in like the front little area because quiet doesn't affect Sims, so it can be really loud and if you can be really quiet and they wouldn't mind, so it's not that bad. But in real life, having your office right next to the front door, you would just die instantly. It'd be so loud, especially with 2 kids, one being a toddler and one being like a child. It would be so loud. You'd get bothered constantly. But it's The Sims, so you'll be okay. My excuse for everything. It's The Sims. But this house was pretty fun, and I'm probably going to just move on to talking about things today. But in the last 2.5 days, basically, it's been 2.5 days-ish, I have gotten a new bed. I talked about that last week or in like the previous videos. I got a bed. It is now a queen size bed. I had a twin size bed for like 6 years, but now I have a queen size bed. Very happy. It is much bigger and it is softer. The mattress that I had last time was like rock hard. It was really uncomfortable. Well, it wasn't like uncomfortable that I couldn't sleep on it, but it was definitely very hard. But this one's very soft, and I also have like a comforter now. I haven't ever had a comforter before, so that's pretty cool. It's kind of cold, and that's how I prefer to be when I sleep, is like cold, which probably doesn't make any sense. But like if I'm too hot, I will automatically just not be able to sleep. So it's really fun. I like that. And so even though it's kind of hot, having the comforter is kind of fun. And then also, yesterday morning, I think, maybe, or afternoon maybe, I'm not really sure, sometime yesterday, I moved a shelf that I have because it was against a wall, in like a corner. It was against one of the walls, and I wanted to move it to be onto the other side of the wall in that corner. And so I did that yesterday, and it was kind of heavy because I did it full, which is probably not the smartest decision that I could have made. But I didn't really want to put all of the stuff back because it's got books and then like decorative stuff all over it and stuff like that. So it's like a bunch of breakable stuff, and there's just a bunch of stuff on that shelf. So I feel like it would have been just like too much work to just like take it all off to put it back again. So instead I moved like a probably 70-pound shelf by sliding it across the carpet. And I did it by myself, so that was a pretty good accomplishment for yesterday, especially because I had done like cheer in the morning, and then I was just like doing voiceovers and then like moving a bunch of stuff yesterday, so I got all of that done, and so that was pretty good. But I didn't put my bed together because I may be a cheerleader, but I am not that strong, so it was a lot of stuff, so my dad did it. So thank you to my dad for putting my bed together Friday night. You know, that's pretty good. And then I got to make it, and I got my first night in my big bed, and so that was pretty good. It's very good sleep. I haven't had as many issues with my lack of sleep and lack of being able to go to bed lately. Maybe that's because I've been doing more things lately, but I'm not really sure. But recently, the last 2 days have been pretty good sleep, so that's pretty good. And then also I've been moving a bunch of stuff like around, like smaller like decorative stuff, because my plan is to get rid of like a shelf that I have above my dresser kind of thing. And so I have just a bunch of stuff that I'm just like shifting different areas, hoping it fits. And so that's what I've been doing. It's not working the greatest. I'm figuring it out. But basically that's just what I've been doing for the past like 2 days. Basically that and cheers, like all I've done. But I did work on my writing a bit, which is pretty good. I was trying to see how long the book would be if like I made it like book shaped. Not like that makes probably no sense, but like it's on a Google Doc, so I had it like normal Google Doc page sized, and so it was like an 8x11 thing, and so I wanted to like change it to a like 5.5, 8.5, which is like the normal standard size of a book, that about the same size that it'll probably be if I ever do, you know, get it published and all that stuff. But that's a future thing. But I changed it to make it that size so that I could see how much longer it was going to be, because I knew it was going to make it longer, but I didn't know exactly how much longer it was going to be. And so it's 54 pages currently as is, but then I changed it and it was 79, I think, 79 pages long when you make it like the same, like the correct size and stuff. So it makes it a bit longer, but like when the current plan is it's going to be around 400 pages. However, if I write it with 400 pages how it is now, it'll be almost 600 pages if you like do like the math and all of that stuff. It'll be that, and that's a bit long. So that's filtering into the whole, do I make a second book about this storyline or not, or do I just make it big? I'm not really sure yet, but I also don't have all of the plot like set down, but I also need to keep telling myself that I need to have the first rough draft done, because that is so much more important. Like all of the writing like advice that I keep seeing is like, get the first draft done, then figure out what works. Because like, and then like all of like the fixing of that stuff too while you have the first draft done. But my brain is just like, no, but you gotta have it done, you got it fixed and like all that stuff first. No, just don't do that. So I need to tell myself to just write, because it would be so much better. But I just keep thinking of like little details and like doing all of that stuff, and that's just not important right now. But I'm trying right here. But I'm a 15-year-old and I'm writing a book, so yeah, but we'll see. It's a lot of work, and I have like literally no free time. I literally spend school, sleeping, eating, Sims. So I just gotta fit book in here somewhere. It's usually when I have like, an hour of just stuff and I don't want to build, or I've already built that day, because I usually don't build more than one thing a day, because then my builds look weird. They're like kind of ugly, kind of just strange, so I usually limit myself to one, even though sometimes I do want to build more than one thing. But I know that my builds are just really ugly when I build more than one thing a day. You can see that especially when I'm pre-recording, my builds get smaller and they get funkier. It's really fun, but it's a good study right there. I can just I can like see my builds, and I can tell exactly what I was going through when I was building it. Like, it's very, very strange. But that's basically all I've been doing this week. In the last like 5 videos. That's all I've been doing this week. So if you want to know what I do week to week, just like listen to my voiceovers, which is probably what you're doing. I'm imagining, unless you're muted me, in which you can't hear this anyway. But you know, yeah. But we are almost at screenshots time, so I am done talking about my week for this week. So you know, moving on. But as I said, it is almost screenshots time. So subscribe if you did like today's video, or if you want to see more videos like this. But I post 4 videos a week, so you can watch another video next time. Bye!